Alright, what's going on, and welcome back to another Real Talk video. May the Most High bless everybody. I pray y'all are having a wonderful, blessed day as we give the Most High all the honor, the glory, and all the praise. My title now says Losing the Identity. I want to respond back to Mr. Jerry 21, powerful email about black people. And I don't know if you know, brother, from looking at me, because I don't like to really use the term black people. I hate the fact that somebody gave us something and we never just really try to research it. Not all of us, but just accept anything that we are told. And if you accept black man, then you accept any other thing else that they'll tell you. But I want to use the title Losing the Identity to answer your question about who we are. First of all, once again, powerful email. I always say this: if people don't know, if you lose knowledge of who you are, then how you gonna know your history? If you lose knowledge on who you are, you have lost knowledge on your nationality, then you don't know your history, and you don't know your heritage. And that's why for years, on top of years, we've been fighting each other, robbing each other, stealing from each other, whatever you want to call, murdering each other, because a lot of us don't know who we are. And when you got a people that don't know their history, that's just like you don't even exist. Now, it's amazing to me how everybody else, every other race, know who they are, except us. We seem like the only group of people we don't know who we are. Once again, I'm not talking about all of us, because a lot of us know who we are. But the majority in the quote-unquote so-called black race, a lot of us is just lost. And it's like most of us don't want to come into it. No kind of truth. And the sad thing is the enemy know who you are. So the enemy uses all of this old made-up so-called history against you and keep you in confusion. I mean, let's just look at the names alone. We done been called everything we could think about: coloreds, Negroes, niggers, black man, coon, African American, Africans. I mean, we going on down the line about how many names that they have called us. But really, who are we? See, when you look at Bible history versus this so-called American history, you start seeing difference. You see difference. Now, let me go back to the children of Israel, and I'm not going to make this video real long. Maybe I'll do a part 2. But it was prophesied that the children of Israel was going to lose the knowledge on who they was. Their punishment was real. I mean, it was great. All the time they kept backsliding and going against the Most High. And anytime you sin, that separates you from the Creator, the Most High. So with their disobedience, us, the chosen ones, you could say, not these fake so-called Jews that you heard people saying they are, but it's amazing why they keep trying to, I ain't going to say trying because they are, why they keep murdering us. Why they keep giving you movies like Roots, 12 Years of a Slave, or give you all these movies to show the so-called black man being portrayed as a thug, a gangster. You never see them making movies of us being positive. It's a reason for Black History Month. When you know what all this stuff was designed for, then when you know the truth, it should make you go against all this stuff that you grew up on believing. You see what I'm saying, brother? I mean, Scripture shows you about Israel losing the knowledge on who they really are. They kept on going over here, going over that backslide. So the Most High shows us how the enemy got the best of Israel. Scripture teaches you Israel will lose their heritage. If you catch what I'm really saying, then you really understand where we at right now. Our enemies keep us confused because they know who we are. That's why we still marching, protesting, crying out for justice, in a world that don't even want you. That's loss. That's confusion. Our Father is not the author of confusion. We keep fighting each other. Our enemies have knowledge of our identity, and most of us don't. So they use, like I said the other day, they use Hollywood to retell so-called black history. Or they give you Black History Month. See what I'm saying? And all this other stuff that keep you confused. But when you look on YouTube and other places, or even on the streets, how many times do you see so-called blacks or quote-unquote African Americans say that they're the true Israelites of the Bible? But the question is, how many of us know Bible history and know that we are the true ones of the Bible? You've been told for years that you are African. Africa is not a race. Africa is not a country. Africa is the name of a continent. So the reason why I'm saying that our true identity has been lost. I ain't gonna say lost. It's been hidden in so many words, because it's too much stuff out now to not know who you are. But the true identity has been hidden for so long, going over 2,000 years plus. They took our history and gave us their view of history. When you go to the black, not black school, but when you go to the public school, look at black history in the public school. What it started with? Slave trade and nothing before. Something wrong with that off top. So I'm going to just say this as I close out. Once again, when you lose the knowledge of who you are, then you don't have knowledge at all on your nationality. You done lost that. That's why I always say, if we knew who we really were, ain't no way we would be fighting each other, calling our beautiful women bitches and hoes, degrading each other. It would be no such thing as that if we really knew, hey man, that's my true brother. That's my sister. It wouldn't be no Israelite, black Hebrew Israelites versus this black man. All this confusion that you see. And it's just, that's all it is confusion on top of confusion. The Most High is the author of peace, not confusion. See, I know who I am. That's why I try my best not to disrespect my brothers and sisters. But see, the thing with me is, I never had a problem with color. The white man is not my problem. The white man been doing what the white man know. Just like we've been doing what we know, which is staying lost. You know. So once again, when you don't know who you are, then you lost. How can you tell me about history and you don't know history? You don't know who you are. So it's just a sad day in time. I don't know if a lot of y'all have ever read The Making of a Slave by Willie Lynch. If y'all, the ones that have studied that, then you see what was said in that, whether it was a true letter or not, if it ever happened or not. Look at how much truth is in it. Look at how we still act to this day. Light skin versus dark skin. The old versus the young. Put that man out there in front of him and abuse him and misuse him so bad that black woman would never ever depend on him. So she would become independent. So she would become against him. What do we have? Baby mama, baby daddy drama. Light skin versus dark skin. Old school versus young school. House nigga versus field nigga. It's the same thing. We repeating the same cycle over and over. Why? Because we still don't know who we are. But not all of us. That's my time. Love you. Have a wonderful, blessed day.